Hello, my name is Amber. Welcome to Symbols for Living. This is a tarot reading for Aquarius for the month of May 2016. Tarot reading is based on, I've asked Spirit to give insight into Aquarius's love life with regards to any concerns or queries that they have for it. So I'll go ahead and start the reading. At the center of the reading, we've got the Universe card, which shows that you have recently reached the end of a cycle. You've maybe had a long journey recently in love, which has now completed a cycle. So you may have learned some really important lessons with regards to love over the very recent past, or currently coming to the end of a cycle. Unusually, it is crossed by the Five of Swords, which may suggest that at the moment it might have been quite a hard lesson to learn. You may have found that in order to move forward, you needed to, the word fight to the death, or the phrase fight to the death comes to mind. You may have been caught up in like an egoic kind of mental game with somebody, and that's now come to the end, and they may very well feel defeated, or you yourself may now feel defeated, or may have resulted in feeling defeated. But it is the end of a cycle. So you now have got a whole new opportunity ahead of you with the Emperor card coming in, and also just leaving you beside it. We've got the Three of Wands, which is really interesting because the Three of Wands is represented by the Sun in Aries. The Emperor card is also represented by Aries. So it looks like you may have started on the Three of Wands very recently. Kind of reached some sort of progress in your relationships, finding some sort of success, reaching to a actual foundation stage in your relationship. You know, you guys have succeeded. I mean, the Sun in Aries talks about succeeding, being a winner, being number one, you know, doing the right thing and winning. So, and also talks a lot of passion as well. So you may have had a relationship develop to a fairly, respectable level, finding a good foundation and embarking on something together. So having reached a decision to be together, you then embarked on the relationship, and that was in the recent past. You then found yourself coming into the universe. So maybe it's what you always wanted, what you were actually working towards. You finally found that and you reached the universe stage. So a part of your relationship was completed. You have literally reached a new level in your relationship, and the rest is history kind of thing. And now you're starting anew, but for some reason you're feeling defeated. We'll come back to that card. I'm not too sure why you'd feel that way. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. We've got the Emperor card coming in, and that will suggest that again, your relationship has reached this new level. You've now got this stability. You are a power couple. Yeah, so definitely reached a really amazing level in your relationship, and you should go from strength to strength with two major arcana here. Very central in the reading. It shows that you really have got something to build on. With the Ace of Discs also being at the base of the reading, again, it talks to new practical, new beginnings. So you guys could be buying a new house. You could be doing something that really solidifies your relationship. You could have a lot of stability. You've really created this new, your relationship really has moved on to a more secure and steady relationship where there is the potential there for you guys to really find success together as a couple, especially monetarily, I would say. You've also got the Six of Wands at the very base of the deck, which again speaks to success. So there definitely has been a lot of success recently. I still don't get this Five of Swords, why it would be there, what could have happened. You may have had an argument. Maybe your partner won the argument, and now you find yourself, you're having to maybe accept certain things, accept that maybe you weren't right about certain things in your relationship. But by accepting that, it's allowed you to move on, like, and go from strength to strength. Or maybe this month you're being asked that, in order to really get to this universe stage, of this stage of completion, you might need to stop fighting so much to have the upper hand all the time. Or just bickering. The bickering might need to get out of the way because it's futile. It's not. The fighting isn't aiding you in any way. It's just getting in the way. So we've got always trying to have the upper hand is not. It's not helping you guys at all. It's stopping possibly the universe energy of wrapping things up and moving to the next level. You've also got the Ace of Cups crowning the reading. So again, definitely a lot of love here in the relationship. This new progression in your relationship has kind of opened up the gates of love, the floodgates of love to your relationship. So yeah, again, your relationship seems to be moving from strength to strength. With just this little niggly issue of fighting or arguing. But you've got so much love here. It's like saying, let the love in. Let's move to the next stage. Let's create some lovely foundations for ourselves. Look to the future. You've been successful in your relationship. Your relationship is a success. You're really moving forward in a positive direction. Where you find yourself is represented by the Lust card, which is also known as the Strength card. So you might find that you could be having a very sensual and romantic time with your partner at the moment. You could be really literally consummating your relationship. You could have now gained that trust now in your relationship to now become and take it to the next level where you maybe, get more intimate with each other. And you maybe find yourself really ready to kind of take that step. You could also just be having a very, very sensual time, I would say. But, it also speaks to strength as well, the Strength card. So your partner could be a Leo or a fire sign. Yeah, I'm having a feeling that your partner could be a fire sign, possibly the Aries coming into the picture, offering you stability. Or it could be a Sagittarius or Leo that's coming in. That's not only offering you stability, but also offering you a very hot sex life. But then speaking to strength, or the Strength card, it would suggest that you do need to try to possibly harness that energy and channel it in such a way that it really does help the relationship to grow and for you guys to actually get closer and that you don't get consumed with lust. but I don't really see it as a warning card because it is in the position of how you feel. So I just think that, with this new love coming in, with the Ace of Cups crowning the reading, you're just feeling really loved up and you just really want to just get close to this person. In your environment, we've got the Nine of Cups, which suggests ultimate happiness. You've got the ultimate wish. It reminds me a bit of the Star card, because it does talk about an abundance of happiness and getting your wish fulfilled. So yeah, there's not much more you could ask for, really. If that's how your partner sees you, that's how they see you. They see you as you having so much to offer and offering them so much happiness, and they just see a complete future with you. They're so happy with you. They're very content. You could very much feel that way about them too. Or you could just find yourself really, really in the receipt of all of that love and affection and attention from your partner. But you could also be very much, it looks definitely with the Lust card here that you're definitely feeling that way about your partner as well. And then in your hopes and fears, we've got the Prince of Wands. In your hopes and fears. So you may be fearing that things are moving too fast, or that things are not moving as fast as you want them to. Or you maybe are fearing that you're not moving in the right direction. You want to just make sure that you are completely moving in the right direction with them. You're not going too fast. It's very hot and heavy, this reading. You've got, quite a few strong fire cards in here, or wand cards in here. And then with lust as well there. And then you've got the Prince of Wands as your worry. It makes me think that maybe there's a lot of passion in the relationship. And maybe you're just, and with the lust card there as well, though I didn't see it as a warning, it did catch my attention. Maybe you're worried that you will move too fast in a relationship. You will just kind of go for it, full steam ahead, in a highly kind of sexual, passionate way, and trip, or find yourself in a muddle, or, I think you're wanting to make sure that you move forward steadily and not too passionately, which would again speak to the Lust card, which is represented by the Strength, also represented by the Strength card in the traditional Rider-Waite. So it is about controlling those kind of sexual kind of desires and trying to kind of funnel them or structure them in a way that really aids you and your partner and the relationship. Even though I can't see how it couldn't, but don't let it kind of rule your relationship. And we've then got the Outcome as the Art card, which talks about balance and integration. Give and take, sharing and compassion. And also it talks about high level philosophy. So it looks to me that you two really are finding your groove, really are learning how to deal with each other, learning to move forward together, learning to use each other's gifts, strengths, desires to aid each other. So really this relationship has brought a lot of harmony and also healing, especially with the Ace of Cups at the crown in the reading. That also speaks to healing. So this relationship seems to be really positive this month. You got a lot of love, a lot of contentedness in your relationships. If you're completely single, then definitely there's going to be a lot of offers out there for you, like loads. And that, you've just recently embarked on a new kind of approach in love. You've maybe become recently single, made a decision, and now you are single, and that you've closed the the book on one chapter of your life. Maybe because there was a lot of bickering and mind games, and you're trying to rise above it and let that all go. Or maybe that is still a challenge. Maybe there's still kind of bickering back and forth. Even though you've made your decision, you might still feel like they still really kind of got to you in some way, still peed you off in some way. And you may be finding that hard to let that go a little bit. Maybe they did, punch a bit below the belt, or maybe you said some really horrible things to each other, that are hard to forget. But the universe is saying, yeah, forget it. Don't worry about it. Doesn't even mean anything anyway. It's a 5 of Swords. Really doesn't matter that much. So do try to see the bigger picture and draw in that love that is crowning your reading, and see the new beginning with the Ace of Discs here. So yeah, they're definitely brand new beginnings with the 2 aces. So you've got a brand new feeling of love coming in. You've got a lot of love coming in with the 9 of Cups there in your environment card. Plenty of offers or plenty of opportunities, or you're definitely feeling very generous and like you want to go out there and meet people. And with the Emperor card coming in, it does show that that's a very assertive energy, someone who knows what they want, and you're not confused in any way, shape or form. You will be successful this month, coupled or single. You will find success in your love relationships. I feel quite confident about that. Absolutely. Or definitely have the feeling of success, and you will have success in healing, self-healing. Hopefully this 5 of Swords will be kicked to the curb, and you can bring that healing in with the Temperance card or the Art card and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, being single, you definitely will be more assertive possibly and make the first move. And it looks like you're feeling very much, the sensual one this month, with the lust card being in how you feel. So you really have got a lot of self-love, and you're feeling very generous, and you're feeling very sensual, and you're not apologizing for it. I think you're having fun this month, to be honest. If you're single, you're going out, you're letting the past go, and you're moving on quite assertively. Although sometimes I think that worries you a little bit, how fast you are moving. With the Prince of Wands in your hopes and fears, you are a little bit worried sometimes about moving too fast, sensually. And I think ultimately we all want an actual kind of well-rounded relationship. But maybe for this month for you, even though you have got this brand new starts coming in, maybe you won't find the actual one this month if you're single, but you will definitely be exploring certain options and also reaching your own sense of equilibrium inside yourself and having that healing and balance brought into your personal well-being, and you're just out having fun. You're not worrying about it. I think that's probably the most successful way to go. And also because the Victory card is here as the at the base of the deck, it does say to me that this 5 of Swords definitely isn't you. So you might have left someone or left something in the past, and then maybe you said a few horrible things, and you may be feeling victorious, and you may be victorious, but yeah, the 5 of Swords does suggest that, maybe some harsh words were said, but it has led to the end of it. It has brought the end to that relationship or that situation, and you're now moving forward in a very much more structured way. And you do see a new beginning here forming, and it is actually really positive new beginning, being represented by the Ace of Discs and the Ace of Coins. Sorry, Ace of Cups here. Positive new beginnings. Really, really nice reading, actually. You should be definitely feeling very good about yourself this month. It's really positive. So if you are single, it's probably going to be a fire sign that comes in. One could be a very mature man, that comes in, like between the ages of 30 and 40, that comes into your life and offers you a brand new beginning, offers you stability as well. He's also a very fiery kind of guy, so he's very sensual as well. You might feel like you're too young for them. You may feel that way. There's too much of an age gap and that you've got too much living to do, you know, to settle with someone so much older. But, you know, you might be interested in having a casual relationship and keeping your options open. Yeah. I think it's just about finding your own groove, finding your own internal balance for the singles. So I think that covers everything. Any questions, leave that in the comment section below. Alternatively, you can always email me. Thank you so very much for your likes, shares and subscriptions. I truly, truly appreciate it. I'm actually really touched by the shares. That's what got to me the most. So thank you so much. And also, I would just leave on this note to remember to always choose love and not fear. Take care. Bye-bye.